Hello, it is 3 p.m. It is Saturday and I have no plans for tonight. So I opened Telegram and asked my AI agent these words. I have no plans for tonight. Surprise me. That's it. Let's see what will happen now. It checked the live weather in Riga now, and here's the results. So it will be a rainy night today in Riga. It found a nice event in Old Town and it gave me the duration, the tickets, and the address of the event, and it offers me a nice dinner. And also it created a nice timeline for the night. That's great. This is Hermes agent. It just became the #1 AI agent on Open Router. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna show you how exactly it works and why everyone is switching onto it. Let's start. So, why are we talking about Hermes Agent right now? Because something quietly happened in the AI world a couple of weeks ago. Hermes Agent overtook OpenClaw to become the #1 most used AI agent in OpenRouter. Currently, it is processing more than 400 billion tokens per day. It launched in February 2026 and hit 150k GitHub stars in just 4 months. That's not hype, that's because people are actually using it heavily. But what really got my attention is, I went through every Hermes video on YouTube. Installation guides, setup tutorials, how to get started videos, all of them. But they are not actually showing you what it really does in real life. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to cover everything, from the installation to real use cases. Let's go. What exactly is Hermes Agent? It's an autonomous agent that runs on your machine, and the key difference is it learns. Every time it completes a complex task, it writes a skill file. It's a markdown file that captures what it did, how it worked, what edge cases it hit. Next time you give it a similar task, it doesn't start from scratch. It uses that skill and goes faster. This is called a skill loop. Do, learn, improve. And the longer you run it, the smarter it gets about your preferences, about your workflows. That's what makes Hermes Agent fundamentally different from every other AI tool. It doesn't reset, it accumulates. Okay, let's get it installed. I'm on Windows using WSL2, and all you need is one command that you can find in their website. That's it. In 2-3 minutes, everything will be installed and handled automatically. Now let's configure Hermes. First, you need to select the AI model. And this is where it gets interesting. You have a couple of options. You can connect your existing ChatGPT subscription, even if you are using the free version. First, let's try it. I'm selecting OpenAI Codex here. Let's re-authenticate. It will give you an URL and a code. You need to use this code to connect your ChatGPT subscription to Hermes Agent. Just one important note if you are trying to connect your ChatGPT account. From the ChatGPT settings, go to Security, and in the down below, you will see the Enable Device Code Authorization for Codex. Don't forget to enable it. When you click the URL, it will bring you to a page similar like this. Just paste the code that Hermes Agent created and click Continue. And from the Hermes setup, you can select the GPT version. I'm going to use the mini version to decrease my token costs. I'm also testing Nose Portal. From their webpage, you can see different kind of plans. You can even use the free version and test the free models. Let's also try to use it. To configure it, I will select the Nose Portal model. You can find different kind of models and their token costs here. And down below, you can see there are 2 available free models: DeepSeek V4 Flash and Step 3.5 Flash. Let's select Step 3.5 Flash and try testing it. Okay, now let's continue to setup. I will keep current my terminal backend. I'm just hitting enter to select the default ones. Hermes Agent supports many different messaging platforms. In this video, I'm going to use Telegram, but you can select other different messaging platforms also. Configuring Telegram is also very straightforward. Just select Telegram, create a bot by using the bot folder on Telegram, and paste the Telegram bot token here. And last step, selecting the tools. Browser use, computer use, and many more. You can pick what you needed. That's the entire setup. You need to configure 3 main items. First, model selection. Second, messaging platform configuration. And the third one is the tool selection. Now let's see what Hermes Agent can actually do. Before the demo, one quick thing. By default, Hermes uses local browser, but I connected it to browser use, a cloud browser service. This gives you live preview, anti-detect profiles, and it works from everywhere. And the setup is very easy. To configure browser use, run Hermes setup tools. Select browser automation and then browser use, and paste your API key. For the API key, you need to sign up to cloud.browseruse.com. Free tier will be enough for you to get started. From the settings, go to API keys and generate an API key. Paste your API key to Hermes Agent. And now Hermes has a real cloud browser. Okay, let me show you what it looks like in action. I need a power cable for Mac Mini M4. Instead of opening Amazon, scrolling through hundreds of listings, reading reviews, I will just ask Hermes agent. So I am asking to use the browser use tool to go to amazon.de, search for a power cable compatible with Mac Mini M4 and find the best value for money options based on review and price and add it to my cart. But I also added do not check out. Stop there and wait for my configuration. So let's see what will happen now. Watch this. In cloud browser use, a new live session has been created. Let's click the live button here and to see what's going on. So here Hermes is navigating in amazon.de. It's reading product titles, checking reviews, and comparing prices. Actually, it is not picking the first result. It is actually evaluating price, reviews, and compatibility. It will take a couple of minutes for Hermes agent to complete the search. From this live browser page, you can see what Hermes agent is doing right now. And finally, Hermes agent found the best value option and added to my cart. In Telegram, Hermes agent shared me the details about the selection. And also from the live preview, you can see that it has been added to my basket. And it stops right here. No checkout. It doesn't spend your money without asking. You are always in control. So this is the difference between an AI that talks and an AI that acts. Hermes agent acts, but carefully. But what if you want multiple agents working in parallel for different tasks while you sleep? Hermes recently bring Kanban dashboard for multi-agent task board. And the setup process is very easy. First run Hermes Kanban init to initialize the board. Then just run the Hermes dashboard to see your dashboard. From the Hermes agent gateway, click the Kanban section here. And here you will see your Kanban dashboard. Each task move through the columns: to do, ready, in progress, or block. Imagine 5 agents working on this board while you sleep. I will do a deep dive on this Kanban feature on a separate video, but I wanted you to see it exists. Now this one is for the macOS users. Hermes just shipped native macOS computer use, meaning it can drive your entire desktop. Click, type, scroll, drag completely in the background. Your cursor doesn't move and your keyboard focus doesn't change. If you have a macOS, you can try this feature immediately. Okay, the question everyone is asking: how does Hermes compare to OpenClaw? I ran the same task on both. Same model, same prompt. Here's what came back. Hermes used 3 tool calls and it took around 20 seconds to get the results. OpenClaw only used 1 tool call and it took only 1 second to get the results. If you just compare these results, OpenClaw looks like the winner. But the bigger difference is not about the tokens or the tool use. It is the architecture. OpenClaw is built around a central hub. It coordinates everything from one controller. Hermes is built around a learning loop. Every task make it smarter. And there is security. Currently, Hermes has 0 agent-specific CVEs, but OpenClaw has many CVEs, as you can see from the following GitHub page. I actually like OpenClaw. I still use it. OpenClaw is mature, its ecosystem is huge, and it works very well. But something is shifting. Hermes just hit number 1 on OpenRouter for a reason. The learning loop is real. If you haven't tried it yet, now is the time. We covered a lot today. Installation, a real evening plan, browser automation that shops on Amazon and stops before spending your money, Kanban for parallel agents, and computer use for macOS. And the best part, I ran all of this on my free ChatGPT subscription, 0 extra cost. And here, what's coming next. Hermes remembers everything it does, every task, every result, every plan. In the next video, I will show you how to pipe all of it into Obsidian, your own personal knowledge base, and back it up automatically to GitHub. Your agent will start building a memory of your life, locally, forever yours. If you made it this far, you already know what to do. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.